we have China. So how much of a threat is China to the United States and kind of the Western world?
I think there are definitely bigger threats than China to America, if we're talking specifically to America. But I think when it comes to Western civilization, yeah, absolutely. China is probably our #1 foreign adversary. And you just see it. I see it in Korea as a Korean American. I talk to a lot of people in Korea about politics, about what's going on. And yeah, lots of Chinese nationals coming into Korea, stealing data, posing as national security risks by taking, very confidential IP and code and things like that, these corporations, and like selling it back to Chinese companies or giving it to the CCP. You see tons of instances of Chinese nationals in America. There's that one H-1B Chinese guy who took a bunch of XAI code and sold it for millions, and then he left XAI, right? And I think that was probably Elon Musk's red pill too about the H-1Bs.
Yeah. Because
before he was like, I'm gonna go to war against anyone who goes against the H-1Bs, and then an H-1B stole all of his code in XAI. And so there's that. There's tons of biohazard risks as well, where they import certain things. They do
just to the University of Michigan, 4 different cases.
Yeah, and there's tons of them going into Chinese institutes at a bunch of universities, and it is a threat because they are subversive. And I'm not saying all Chinese people in America, but a lot of people, especially the ones who come to America, the Chinese nationals, they do have ties to the CCP. So,
it's almost impossible not to at this point.
Yeah.
It's the unfortunate truth.
And so again, like Drew said, they operate like a mafia. So then if you don't do the bidding of the CCP, they can target your family back in China as well. So for the sake of national security and securing Western civilization broadly speaking, yes, the West should halt the entrance of many Chinese nationals into the West. Yeah.